How you guys doing out there? It's Michael Chapman Jr. and I'm here with another video. Not one that I particularly was planning on doing. This one kind of spurred up because of a trend that I've been seeing, with some of my friends and family on Facebook, and I'm hoping that maybe this video will help somebody put things into proper context and perspective for these individuals. And I think this is also kind of a spin-off of the last video I did, because I talked about patience, but it was more from a relationship standpoint. And then I kind of delved it into business development and personal development. But as I spoke in the last video, I just got back from my 50-year anniversary with my wife. And for some reason, I guess now I'm in the mold of talking about relationship advice and relationship advice giving. So hopefully this helps out somebody out there. But there are about 4 or 5 friends that I'm actually making this video for. So hopefully, this will help and move you to the right direction so that you are getting the best out of life. And just like in some of my previous videos, I talked about, time is the only true currency that we have. And so you have to be, it has to be of importance to you that you're using your time in the best possible way where you are actually maximizing the benefit from it. So how this relates to relationships is that, and this will be the title of this, and I kind of wish I did a live stream because I'd feel more fulfilled if I was actually talking and seeing people interact with me just on this conversation, because I believe that most people go through this at some point in time in their life, and sometimes people will endure this situation a lot longer than needs be. But the theme of this video is getting out of the friend zone. Getting out of the friend zone. So I'll say it again. Getting out of the friend zone. So the trend that I've been seeing on social media is where, I'll have this friend and he will have this girlfriend, but the girlfriend that he has is a platonic relationship where they're hanging out as best buddies, but you can tell from the pictures that this individual really likes this girl but is stuck in the friend zone. So before I get into this, I want to give some context about human beings from an age standpoint and how life just works, because it seems like we forget how life works. So typically for a female, ages of 18 to about 24, 25, so their mid-20s is the age where a female is going to be her prettiest. Yes, they can get makeup, they can use cosmetic advancements, they can even get plastic advancements, but any female will tell you, I didn't have these flaws, these issues, typically in my early teens. It wasn't until later on to where I started having to worry about a lot of acne. I started saying, okay, well, in order to continue to reach my peak beauty that I saw in my earlier teens, now I gotta add, extra layers and things like this, to my overall persona. For a man, typically he becomes more attractive as he ages. So yes, in their 20s, a man can look, very fit, he can look attractive, but for a lot of men, they don't reach their peak until they're in mid to the mid of their life, so around their 40s. And you'll see this from a financial stability standpoint where they've got a great career, they're able to afford different things, live lavish lifestyles or more lavish lifestyles because they've had the time to accrue. And even with a lot of men, as they start filling out facial hair, they lose their baby face, they start even graying a little bit and turning into what women deem as a silver fox. They become more attractive. And you can even look at some of your celebrities like The Rock. If you look at his earlier pictures, when he had the high top, the chain, the black shirt, women didn't consider him as attractive as they do now, with the bald hair, very cut, very ripped. I mean, he's in a completely different league from when he was earlier. Yes, there's exceptions to the rule, but if you look at most celebrities, most men, women find them more attractive as they age, and that's why you see a lot of older men with younger women, especially when they've hit their peak and now they are worth money or have what it is that they have wanted to achieve. As for women, it's vice versa. A lot of people will say, well, what about Halle Berry? She's still pretty. What about Megan Fox? She's still pretty. What about, yada, 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 they're still pretty. But I guarantee you, if you put a picture of Jennifer Lopez now versus Jennifer Lopez in her earlier 20s, I guarantee you, if you had the choice of dating one or the other, you would go with that 20-year-old Jennifer Lopez. Yeah, she still looks fine either way, but Jennifer Lopez has to do a lot more cosmetics in the morning to get to that, quote unquote Jennifer Lopez look versus when she was younger. She could just get up, probably just wash her face. She's ready to go. And you're like, man, that's a fine woman. Anyway, so getting past that, time is your only true currency that you have to give. And as a man, if you are spending a lot of time with the individual and all you are is giving them some emotional stability, that's probably not the relationship that you want to be in. If you are traveling, having a good old time, and this person is your go-to person for every single function, and you guys are hanging out as if you guys would be a beautiful couple, and you're not, then maybe that's not the person that you need to spend your time with. Because here's what's going to happen. You're going to invest all of this emotional stability for this individual. You're going to be pouring an emotion. You're going to be that go-to cry on the shoulder individual for this person. And I guarantee you, once that individual finds that person that they've created in their head that is their type, you're going to be left there on the side, and you're going to be upset. And I've seen this happen many of times where you're upset saying, but I was there. This person told me this is the kind of person that they wanted, and the person they're dating is not even the type of person. So it's not about being a good guy or a bad guy, but it's about understanding what it is that you want, what it is that you're willing to go through within a relationship, and setting up boundaries for yourself. Because I guarantee you, all the emotional support that you're giving, at some point in time, you are going to be left with nothing, and this person is going to have had a good time with you, and you're going to be left with nothing once that person enters into a relationship that they deem is what they've been looking for all this time. And so some of the responses that I always get, well, women are hard to understand, or I'm going to wait because we've talked before, and this individual has said, well, this is the kind of guy that she wants, and I'm that guy. I believe I'm that guy. I know I am, because they said that they are looking for X, Y, and Z, and I have these characteristics, but they just haven't seen me yet from a romantic standpoint. Let me break it to you. You will not be seen in that light. You will never be seen in that light, because all that they see you as is emotional support, and you know this, but you're hoping that one day you're going to wake up, this individual is going to wake up, you guys are going to look into each other's eyes, and there is going to be something that wasn't seen before, and a spark is going to ignite. And I'm here to tell you that is a rare, it's rare, like a shooting star. That is rare that happens, that an individual wakes up and says, you know what, the person that I've been wanting all along is right here in front of me. It doesn't happen. It might happen in movies, but it doesn't happen in real life. People are easy to understand if you look with an open eye, not with a closed mind. And this is the problem that I see with so many people, is that they hear what the person's telling them, but they're not hearing what the person is telling them. They are telling to you that you are not the person. You are just a good friend for emotional support and for a good time as I transition. You do not want to be that transition person. You want to find a person that you're able to court. However it is that you court an individual, I know that nowadays people don't spend much time courting. It's immediately get to know you, and then I get in an intimate setting with you. But you should find the person, and they should know up front what your intentions are. And I feel like a lot of people have a hard time letting people know what their true intentions are. And I think that's what has helped me to be successful in any relationship that I've tried to aspire, because I've known right up front, based upon how I've interacted with the individual, they know what I'm looking for, and I'm asking them. I'm blunt enough to ask, what is it that you're looking for? Because I want to know right offhand. If you're not looking for a relationship and that's what I'm looking for, I don't want to spend 2 weeks, 2 months, 2 years, running around and circling around, because time is too important. You don't know how much time you have left, and you don't know if you're passing or missing the person you're supposed to be with because you're wasting so much time with this individual. So what I've always done is, and I hope that more people start doing this, is being blunt, but not to the point to where you're saying, hey, I'm looking to date now. Are you wanting to date now? If not, I'm out. But at least in the couple of approaches that you spend time with this individual, you should know whether or not, hey, is this person looking for a relationship or is this not? If it's been a month or a couple of weeks, a month I think is too long, but a couple of weeks, you should already have a temperature on what it is this person is striving to do and how you fit in that. And if you don't see yourself in the light that you want to be, then you need to find somebody else. So here's the advice that I'm going to give you, and I hope this helps you guys. If you are in the friend zone, immediately let that individual know that, hey, I'm at the point in my life right now. I'm not in grade school anymore. I'm not in high school. I'm not in elementary school. And you want to position this correctly, right? Because you spent so much time with this individual, so you already know how to position things to the individual to not hurt the person's feelings, but let them know, I'm in a time in my life where I'm trying to find somebody that I can be with long term. I'm trying to find the person that I can be in a relationship with. Yes, I enjoy your friendship, but I'm wanting much more because I'm at a state in my life, I'm at a place in my life where I want more. And sometimes, very rarely happens, but I have seen it happen where the individual says, you know what, after they realize that, it sounds like my friend that I put in the friend zone is breaking up with me. They may turn around and say, well, I enjoyed, and it doesn't happen the next day. Maybe it take a week or two, but the person will say, hey, well, I enjoyed this person's company so much that maybe I can see it being more than just this platonic relationship, if that's what you're wanting from this individual. Which I'm assuming that you are because of your interactions with that individual. But what you should be doing is these events you're going with, these dates that you're going with that has a friendship title on, you should really be spending that time with the person that you are in an actual relationship with. You should not be giving your friend your best time when you could be spending it with somebody that you are developing a relationship with, right? Because there's building blocks that happen with relationships. And if you are giving individual all your time and you're not getting nothing from that, I guarantee you once that friend leaves you for the person that they have been waiting for or looking for, it's going to leave you in a depressed state. You're going to be upset. You're going to be mad at that individual and resent them anyway. So you might as well be upfront. And I wish more people would see. Humans are so easy to understand. We are very binary. We do the same things because we are pattern driven. You have sat there and you probably listen to this person talk over and over again about what they want and what they're looking for. So you already know, but you are not listening. You are listening, but you are not listening. Something has to change, and either it's going to be you setting up, how you want things to go, and letting this person know is that I enjoy your friendship, but I'm looking for more. So I'm going to start searching for more, spending my time looking for that individual that is going to give me that relationship, or you're just going to be giving away your time with nothing on the table as a free expense. And this is how people end up turning from being a good guy to being that jerk or that that bad guy because of the resentment that is filled from the many times that they've been used. And really, you may not see it right now, but you are being used. You are being used for emotional support until that individual transitions to the next person. So don't be that transition guy. Don't be that guy that the person can always come to and cry on your shoulder when things don't go the way that they plan to. Be the guy that sets boundaries, knows what he wants, is upfront with people, and is searching for what can put him in the best possible scenario to have the best future for himself. Because like I said, time is not promised, and you could be missing out on a great opportunity with somebody else that you should be when you're over here being emotional support for somebody else. And to not ramble any longer, and not to beat a dead horse, I'm gonna leave you guys with that. And if you guys have any questions, feel free to comment, message me. Like I said, I'm gonna be doing more videos on personal development, business development, but it seems like I'm stuck in this relationship advice trend. So hopefully that helps out somebody. And you guys out there, I think it's about 4 of you that I can think of off the top of my head that I see that is falling under this, being the friend in the friend zone. I'm gonna send this out to you guys. Hopefully you guys watch it, and hopefully you take massive action on your life, because you only have one life. Do not waste it. Do not be emotional support. Do not be the transition guy. Do not be the one that's going to be used to be left depressed when this individual finds somebody that's better, because the only thing that's going to do is impact you negatively, and it's going to change for the bad how you posture yourself versus women. I've seen it time and time and again, and hopefully it does not happen to you. And with that, hopefully you guys have a great day. Be blessed and take care.